Okay. Stream is up and running. I'm the wrong thing though. Is it this one? Shit. How do I mix this? I think it's yeah. There we go. All right. Okay, doke. So, uh, last we left off, you all explored and combated the inhabitants of the Ash Manor. Among them were the reanimated corpses of the Orthrone family, specifically Dalmus, the husband, and I don't know if I gave the wife a name. Uh, Genevieve. Genevieve Orthrone. There we go.
Okay.
I mean, you would know. The two of you would know that because you were from the same town, same city, I should say. Um, and also
I would have no idea.
I guess maybe you would know, but really would know.
I know.
And then also with the reanimated corpses of a few of the local guards before climbing down a hidden passageway that leads down to the basement, discovering a strange assortment of chemicals and sigils and such that you assume maybe belong to this half-orc who was also kind of part of the whole problem, who had manifested as a poltergeist of some kind. Exploring around, grabbing what you wanted from him, destroying valuable or maybe some just harmless chemicals. You discover a hidden passageway and behind the barrel that led through underground tunnel to the graveyard located behind Ash Manor. Coming out, kind of confused, you encounter a guard who explained to you that they weren't really exploring the graveyard because they, felt it was
let's go left.
they felt it was disrespectful and they didn't think anybody was coming through that area. And you were following, and you discovered small tracks of a single kobold leaving through the secret entrance, or secret exit in this instance. And we come back to you all in the graveyard, talking to the guard. What are you guys doing?
Well, I believe we were going to go check out that other grave that might have potentially been dug up, were we not?
I believe so.
Then, onwards we shall go.
Okay. You two are doing that. Lesterborns are you following suit? Just hang with them and investigating?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay. Knowing you exited from the gravesite of the daughter of the family, fuck, I don't remember. Was it?
Orthrone.
Well, no, yeah, but I remember the daughter's name is on the headstone. It was like Silva? Yeah, Silva.
Oh, I guess I should ask. I'd like to do a quick inspection of the dirt around it. I want to see, dirt over time that's been packed down is obviously a lot more different than recently disturbed dirt. Can I kind of get an estimation on how long it seems this has been dug up?
Sure. Give me an investigation check. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was on a 19 for a second. I know nothing. This dirt's a cool color. It's blue and brown.
You realize in that moment you might be colorblind.
Oh no.
But no, investigating the dirt, I mean, it's hard to tell, especially with you guys climbing out of it. You might have disturbed it a bit much. It's hard to tell if any of this is recent or if it's been months, years even, before it's been dug up.
Mm-hmm. Reggie is going to see that. Lesterborns, that is a great idea. Allow me to take a look as well, if you will.
He'd take a step back.
I want to check to see, because I know the tracks disappeared partway through. I want to see if there were any obvious signs of cover-ups or anything.
Sure.
What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Who?
It's not
Yeah.
muted.
No.
No.
My mic was literally flashing right now. I'm trying to test out different voices.
I think you're coming through a different. I think you're coming through a different audio.
Check your Discord settings. You might have swapped your
Yeah.
microphone.
Yeah.
Is he
When I
alright?
was doing the intro, I heard you talking. I'm like, why is he just like interrupting me like
Why
that?
is he just interrupting the shit out
I
of
think,
Chris?
I think this gear makes Lestiborns crazy.
Yeah. This one makes him insane.
He gets like that some days. It's best to ignore him.
So is that an investigation check if I'm looking specifically to see if tracks are covered up or...
I'll say it's more of a perception check because you're trying to find something that's hidden. Or yeah.
Alright.
Sorry. Also snacking at the same time.
Not great.
10. No, you don't see anything that would imply a cover up of any kind. You see your all's trails through here. You see the scrapings of a kobold track. That's about it. You don't see anything that looks like it's covered or interrupted.
And one last question. I know this was covered last time, but I can't remember.
Sure.
Were the tracks leading down the tunnel or out of the tunnel?
Out. They were leading, like, they were walking from where you guys were at out, like following the same path you took out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the kobold left the same way you guys were leaving.
Alright, I can't tell if it's been covered up, if you can notice the tracks disappear at this point here. But it's still possible a cover-up was made, it's just after we walked through it, and then potentially the age of the tracks. It's unclear.
I see. Well, we do at the very least know to some degree we are dealing with a bit of a cult. Perhaps there is something more arcane about the disappearance of the tracks as well. I do believe it may be. I just kind of like she kind of looks around for a moment. I'm gonna see if I can. Well, I can't detect magic. That's Lestiborn. I'll look to Lestiborn and ask, could you see if there's anything magical about the tracks?
Let me see real fast out of character. Do I have the spell slot to detect magic? No, I do not. I used all my spell slots that fight.
I see. We didn't rest before we went down there?
No.
Okay. Wait, yeah, we did.
We did a short rest. Yeah,
doesn't-
that doesn't
Short
give us all
rest,
spell
yeah.
slots, though.
Short rest doesn't give shit back except for like Warlock.
Except for
Yeah.
me.
He's
All right.
stinky.
All right. Well, right then. Perhaps, given how late it is, it's pretty late now, right, DM?
Oh yeah, you're looking at like probably close to like 11 p.m. Like almost midnight.
Given how late it is, and we have at the very least seemed to have quelled whatever the cause of the haunting, we could go back, rest up, do a bit of research, potentially go along with Reginald's little plan, because I'm starting to question if our three tasks are related.
I think that's a fine idea, Miss Ori. But prior to that, we should at least look to see if there are any more disturbed graves in the nearby vicinity.
Of course.
This may not be the only tunnel.
Yes, very much. I would just advise against us traveling further away in the night.
So,
I guess we
shall
go looking for
split up
graves.
and look through the graves.
Sure.
Grave robbing.
No,
I'm gonna.
disturbed.
No,
So, going around the graveyard, it's not particularly massive. But coming across the two headstones you know belonging to, because after you like checking the names on that, you see the Dalamus Orthrone, Genevieve Orthrone. You see that the graves are filled in, but definitely have that air of being messed with. So those two at the very least were it makes sense, they were pulled apart. But looking around the other stones, none of them seem to be altered. None of them seem to be dug up or rummaged or any kind of thing like that.
Okay.
All right, then I say we head back for the night. We can look into getting a caravan for the plan that Aurelia has so graciously been in approval of.
I do like a tiny little like hold my hand to my chest to do a little curtsy.
I do have to say, still, Lusty, that was a great idea that you came up with.
I do not believe it was I who came up with the idea.
Always the humble one. Let's get going. And Reggie's gonna start walking away.
As we're leaving, I would like to see if I can at least locate who the captain of the shift is.
Yeah, you find the guard that you were originally talking to and ask him if there's someone who's in charge. He directs you to the front of the house. You see one that is, where all of them have, like, very basic leather gear with a bit of, like, pauldron and stuff. You see one that has, like, a pauldron with, like, some slips of cloth, red cloth, denoting a level of higher than what they were at. So you imagine that person's the lead of their shift.
Yeah, I just walk up and I basically want to inform him that for the time being, I do believe that the haunting of the manor has been quelled. We have exterminated quite a few bothersome presence within the manor, but I would like us to at least keep an eye on the place, and if you don't mind, maybe continuing the perimeter at least through tomorrow. We may come back just to make sure the lights don't return, but for the time being, I do believe the place is safe.
The captain will nod, like, understood. We'll keep watch here, and if everything is safe in there, do you think it'd be safe for me to send a few minutes to recover the bodies?
I look to the group. I think we should
Probably best to wait till morning.
Yes, let's give it a day. Let's make sure that what we have handled in there is in fact the very end of it.
Understood. And he will like basically motion to the other guards and like eventually pass messages along to maintain the perimeter and keep an eye on things for the moment.
Okay. Then yeah, I will head back to the inn with the rest.
All right. Is everybody heading back to the inn and taking a long rest, or?
Yep. Yeah, I'd be fine with.
I'm grabbing a quick drink, a small drink, and then going back and sleeping.
Okay.
I will remain in the lobby, making sure nobody suspicious goes to their doors, I guess, during my surveillance or whatever it's called.
Oh, right, because you have the you can have the basically low power mode.
Yeah.
I do imagine he just kind of like curls up like outside the like if our doors were next to each other for the rooms, I like to imagine he's like in between them and he looks like what are they called? It's like from Star Wars. They're tiny. They had like the little hoods and the yellow eyes.
Oh, the Jawas?
Ewok?
No,
Oh,
not the
Jawa.
Jawa. The Jawa. Yeah, the Jawa. I imagine he just like curls up until it's just his cloak, and you can just see his little eyes, and he's just like an Ewok sitting in the fucking hall.
Little beady little
Or a
eyes.
Jawa, not an
Not
Ewok, a Jawa.
That's
him.
teeny.
Yeah,
Which one is the little teddy bears?
that's the
Ewok.
Ewok.
That's
Oh,
Ewoks.
okay. Well, but what the heck is a Jawa?
I'll show you.
Yeah, we'll show you. Actually, we should watch Star Wars at some point.
You should.
We really should.
This is you. I'm gonna put it in the out of scene. This is you.
That is
Without the
you.
gun. That's just you.
No,
Then-
he has the gun.
He's like curled up, right? So you got like the knees like tucked up. So you're just like really short, like hooded, glowy eyes, low power mode in the hall.
Low power gunman.
So power. He's Reggie.
Oh my god. I love that. Alright. Okay, so, if you're all staying another night at the inn, I think I made you guys pay, but I think it was like, I want to say it's like, no, you guys paid ahead of time, didn't you? Because you knew you'd be here for a few
We did.
days.
Yeah, we
you guys
did.
paid ahead of time.
Yep.
Reggie, 1 silver piece for the drink, and you're good.
All right, too easy.
Okay.
happen?
If you all like, you hit that long rest button.
Let's fucking
Oh,
go.
I have all my spells back.
Feels good, man. Feels good.
I swap spells at level up, right?
You could
That's
swap
when I can
out.
swap a spell.
You can swap out a spell.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I can turn this off. I can turn this music off now, so we're no longer in spooky mode.
You know,
We are now back.
Stardew Valley mode.
What?
Restore my
Play the
ship.
Clappa song.
Oh, and then I'm gonna swap the map back over to.
I'll just manually do it. There we go.
All right. There we go. Fix that problem. Okay, so let's see here. So, you all wake up the following morning. What are you all doing right now? The morning. What's your plan?
I meant
Waiting
to ask-
downstairs for the group.
I meant to ask you early on, and it's hitting me as I'm looking through my stuff.
Mhm.
Outside of what I have to deliver, was I given anything else?
Oh, you're for your job thing that you're doing to. Nope, just a letter.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Reggie would be up early, and he's gonna just go down, take a table, and start cleaning his gun.
Sure.
Westerborns would be at the table, still moving. Like he's just sitting there looking forward, waiting.
Just an older man cleaning his gun from a robot who's just sitting there staring dead ahead.
He'd probably have his head down, hopefully nobody can see the face, or passerbyers who aren't focusing. But I guess with Reggie there cleaning a gun, some people would be focusing.
So, to be fair, more people would be focused on him just cleaning his gun on a table.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like to imagine I'm like teaching Leslie
Cameras
about
open.
the different
Cameras
parts of the
open,
gun
Gary.
while I'm doing it. I'm like giving Leslie a quick lesson on how the gun works and how it assembles.
Teaching him gun safety.
Exactly.
I am very much the last one down because I have to pretty myself up today.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's
Alright.
part of the plan.
I know.
Okay.
I'm doing the whole powder. I got the powder. We're doing the lipstick over again. We went and took a bath, washed our hair.
All right. So, eventually, Aurelia's the last one to join you all downstairs. Ordering breakfast of any kind is going to be like 5 copper pieces.
I don't eat,
Sure.
right?
Never eat before a hunt.
You better eat at all.
What?
You should just eat in general. What do you mean not eat before a hunt?
I had some of that wolf we killed yesterday.
Oh my god.
Is that even a whole?
Please tell me you at least cooked it.
There's no fires in the wilderness, good sir.
You ate the raw wolf? Did you?
I lean into Leslie. I cooked it. I'm just messing with them.
Oh.
5 gold, 5 copper.
5 copper, yeah. And it gives you just a basic meal. Usually like a plate of like sausage, some bacon.
I
stuff like
don't
that.
even have copper, and it's like
Oh,
Failed to remove coin.
failed to remove coin.
No coin.
Yeah, you have to do a manual conversion of it.
yeah, you
It
said
tells you
take
if
out a
it's
silver piece,
even.
take 1 silver piece off, add 5 copper back.
Huh? Okay, hold on. So add 5 copper.
Add 5 copper, take out silver.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's like 10, 10, 10. So every 10 copper is a silver, every 10 silver is a gold.
Oh, I see. Got it. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Never
Right, I did it.
10
Easy
gold.
conversion. And 10 gold makes a platinum. Technically, I think 2 silver makes an
Oh.
electrum, but we don't do electrum here.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
There's no.
Electrum stinky.
Electrum's just an extra layer of dumb. We don't need it.
All right.
So, you all have your breakfast. You're planning out what you're going to do today. What is the plan?
Well, I believe first and foremost we need to go and inquire about getting a caravan since someone forgot to do that last time. I look directly at Lusty.
Lester Warnes looks at Reginald.
I believe the one who came up with the plan should probably be the one to go get it. And I looked directly at
Exactly.
Reginald.
And that's why I told Lesty to do it. It was his plan, as we all know, and was well established last night.
Hmm. Right. Well, then, he'll be busy with the logistics. I think you should go and find us a nice caravan that you're going to sit me in.
I think it'd be great if Lesty came alongside me. There is something else I want to do for him while we're here.
Westerborns is flipping through his notes right now.
Oh,
I have some business. I have a bit of business at the the Wayfarers Guild. So, I will meet back up with you all in say,
Now that it's an inconvenient time, like right as she's about to say the time, Westerborns is going to slide his notebook forward to Reginald. And on it says Reginald comes up with the plan to do this. That he had note taken that day.
he did.
I
And
apologize
it's
for
quite
the
of
interruption. It really,
quite of an interesting piece of fiction you've written there, Lesty.
You two, why don't you two go and find the caravan? I'll be at the Wayfarers Guild. Do we need to worry about you, Civil?
No, I believe I can occupy myself.
Come back here in, say, 2 hours?
All right.
I can make sure we will be back at that time.
Good.
Sounds like a plan.
I will head off to the Wayfarers Guild.
Okay. Let's see. Who are we going to start with today? Let's see. Roll D6 to decide this. 1 and 4 will be Aurelia. 2 and 5 will be Lesterborns and Reggie. And 3 and 6 will be Seville. Ta-da! That is a 4, so we're starting with Aurelia.
All right.
So you head over to the
I
Wayfarers
will-
Guild, and what are you doing?
Who's at the desk today?
Day shift, it would be, did I not write her name down? I probably didn't. Where is she?
I thought it was the guy during the day, the girl during the night. Because
No,
she
you're
had
right.
coffee.
Yeah.
You're right. That's right. So it'd be the small, oh, was he a gnome? Yeah, it was a gnome. Small gnomish figure. From the previous day.
Okay. I will head up to the desk. I recognize said man. Hello there. Good morning.
Oh, hello there. Miss Bloodstone, right?
That is correct. I put in a request to do a bit of lookup on a few registered members. I was wondering if anything came back.
Oh, right. Let me see here. If I check my notes real quick. See here. So you were looking for. Let's see. There's a. What was a Randos?
Arandos,
Arandos.
Lacria, and Caius.
Lacria and
All of the
Caius.
same name. All of the same last name.
Let's see here. He's like going through his papers on the desk. For Lacria and Caius, I don't see anything in our paperwork. Arandos Bloodstone did come up, although he's been inactive for about 20 years.
Okay. Interesting. I had no idea. All right, well, that's really all I was looking to find. Just seeing if there were any relatives of mine who I could talk to about their adventuring endeavors as wayfarers. Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem. Oh, by the way, how did it go at the Ash Manor last night? I heard about it from some of the guards that came back through.
I believe things are taken care of, but we would prefer not to hand in our mission just yet to be safe, given the supernatural dealings of what was going on in there. We'd like to give it another night, just make sure nothing goes bumping around again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. don't worry. I won't inform anyone yet that the mission's done. Yeah, just come on by whenever things are confirmed, and then we'll settle the payment.
Yes, the Locomotivators are very thorough.
So,
And I
how'd you
will-
guys get that name?
I don't want to talk about it. No personal questions, please. And I will, at that point, like, turn and walk away.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Sorry, ma'am.
I will have stolen a piece. I will have just seen if I could, like, snatch a piece of parchment and, like, a quill from the desk.
Are you looking for like something that's been already been written on? Or are you looking for a blank piece?
Blank piece.
Blank piece? Yeah. I would say, like off of his desk.
Yes, I'll toss a copper if I have to pay to get paper and quill.
Uh, it's a piece of paper. As long as you return the quill, I don't think it'll matter. He'll take a piece of paper.
I'm going to stay inside of the room, one of like the seating areas by myself, and I'm going to start brainstorming new team names.
Okay. Sure enough, you just sit down and you start going through it. Alright, and we will go on. So it was checking on that, and literally just sit there for 2 hours of brainstorm.
Yep.
Okay.
All I needed to know was who was part of the group.
Cool. Alright, we're checking in with Seville.
All right. I'm actually gonna go back over to that graveyard, and I want to see who is overseeing it.
Sure. You mean like the gravekeepers kind of deal, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. If you head over to the Ash Manor, go behind and all that, you see the guards. They recognize you, or inform about some of your status, your look and all that. Someone who's helping the case. They allow you back to the graveyard area. You don't see anybody who's like tending the grounds. And if you ask around, you probably find that there's no really like gravekeeper here since the house burned down. Nobody's really been here to take care of it. So most of the stuff here is kind of overgrown. Yeah.
So
There's
no
no
one.
no one's really taking
there's
care
no
of it.
gravekeeper. No nothing. Okay.
No.
I go up to the guards and I ask them. I imagine I figure out. Yeah, there's no gravekeeper. I'd like to ask them who would be responsible for the grounds in that case, because wouldn't the property go back to the city? The whole reason that they're here.
You ask one of the guards, and he's probably like a younger man, half orc. And he goes like, "Oh well, the Ash Manor. Well, before it became the Ash Manor, was more of a cultural site. One of the first buildings built in this land whenever it was established. So it's treated as more of a historical site. But after the incident and the strangeness that came with it, most people kind of stayed away from it. We don't know many of the graveyards that are planted back here. They're all marked, but none of them have any real like designation on them.
So, as you said, it's more of a historical site, and it would probably. So, whose jurisdiction would it fall under? Should I inquire with the mayor again?
Probably the mayor, if I had to say.
Well, thank you, my good sir. And I am gonna wander off and find the mayor.
Well, maybe the mayor, be the magistrate, but yeah.
The magistrate, yeah.
Sure enough, you've been to the magistrate's office before. Walking in, you find a this is probably middle of the day, but early in the day. Yeah, early in the day. Knocking on the door. He answers. You see Gold Tweak. Oh, Father Savile. What brings you here this time of day?
I wished to inquire about one of the 3 jobs that you mentioned the other day.
Oh, well, which one?
The Ash Manor.
Oh,
Particularly, I am interested in whom is maintaining its grounds these days.
oh, maintain the grounds.
Prior to these incidents, of course.
Oh, well, let's see here. Come in. I'm gonna see if I can find anything in my papers. And he'll leave the door open for you to come in, and he's gonna walk into this like little side area, which imagine just like his office essentially.
Yep. Come in and I sit down.
Yep. He starts rummaging through. He pulls through like a few file cabinets. Eventually, pulling out one. It's a little small binder, like small, like almost like a journal. Almost, it's like very thin. He pulls it apart and like just okay. Let's see here. Ash Manor. Graves Grounds. Huh. Doesn't seem to be any gravekeeper in record.
No gravekeeper, no groundskeeper. Yeah, I spoke with the guards outside, and it seems as though it's treated as more of a historical site these days. Would there be any other aspect of local bureaucracy that would be responsible for it?
No. It basically it would come to me to take care and maintain that. I didn't check after I came here after the house had burned down, so I figured it was already assigned someone to take care of the grounds. But if that's not the case, then I'll have to see about finding someone who can take care of it. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I wasn't aware.
Oh, it's quite all right. I just wish to see that the dead are undisturbed, and what we found regarding them has been, forgive my crudeness, but disturbing.
Right. You all said that you were going to the house tonight. I'm assuming things are okay.
Well, aside from the hauntings, the ghosts, the poltergeists, and the possibility of kobold incursion, it seems as though it's okay, at least for the moment.
Kobold incursion.
Yes, so while I'm here and have your ear, the train incident, you wouldn't have happened to see any other dealings with the little miscreants?
Oh. We see a kobold every now and then on the outskirts. They're usually scavenging around for waiting for people to turn their backs for them to steal something. But as far as like combativeness, no, they don't really come around here that often. In fact, when you guys came in on the train and we heard that there was an attack, it was one of the first times I heard about something like that happening. This far out, at least. Like out in the Fixian Waste, 100% that'll happen, but this close to here? Oh, no. Not never.
Oh. Well, thank you for your time then.
No problem. So I'm guessing you guys are gonna go back, check the house tonight, make sure nothing's going on.
Yes, that I believe is an aspect of the plan.
Okay then. Perfect. Well, I appreciate everything. You've already taken care of the wolves, and now this.
It's quite alright. You know, nothing to do except be productive for the little time we'll be here.
Oh, right. Train will be fixed probably sometime tomorrow, correct?
I believe so.
Oh, perfect. Oh. You guys are you guys all heading together then?
It seems as though fate has brought us on the same wind, as it were.
Oh, well. It's good to know. Yeah. Must have been some good friends, huh? I mean, they must be pretty good, you know, to just like meet together in such a strange way and then travel together. I've heard,
Well,
heard stories.
you meet all kinds of people on a train.
And that is true.
Well, thank you for your time. I must be away and hopefully keep at least one of them in check.
Oh, good luck.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna head out and probably head back to the inn
Sure thing.
and just wait for them to pop back in.
All right. And finally we hit Reggie and Lustaborns. What are you two doing?
Lesty, my good boy, it appears we've been left without supervision.
I
Oh my god!
I am your supervision, Reggie.
Ah, yes, but we can get into plenty of trouble, just the two of us.
Trouble is not something we should cause right now.
Oh, no, not cause. Just kind of insert ourselves into it.
Please clarify what you have in mind.
You'll know when the time comes. But I suppose we should look into getting that caravan before we really start to tear the town up.
I am still quite surprised that she agreed to the plan so fervently.
My apologies on that note of trying to pass the buck on to you. I do think that Ori has not yet actually forgiven me and is probably somewhat mad still.
You do not need to apologize. I don't think any of them believed it.
I was quite convincing.
You almost convinced me. And with that, you'll like walk forward. Looking
shit.
for any form of I guess stall, something smaller. They don't need like a super like nice one that's going to last a long time and that might get stolen.
We're on the way looking, we should go in this direction, and I point over where the leather worker is who's making the stuffed head. Because it should be ready by today.
Yeah.
That's the ones would give a nod.
Sure thing. Taking a way around to the market district, which is not very big anyway. You do come across the leatherworker stall that you had asked to stuff and mount to his best efforts the head of the dire wolf that you guys fought the other day.
So let's see, go check in that area, and I point away, like towards the other side of the street. I'll check over here, and then we'll meet back in a couple minutes. I'm trying to keep this a surprise gift for Lusty.
I'm sorry, you're doing something that would pique his curiosity. I have to insight check you right now. See if you're hiding something. Alright. You probably will beat that.
We'll see.
Oh, dang.
Says deception.
Tilly, you are trying to see if him
Or-
to go somewhere else, so yes, it would be a deception check in this instance.
He trusts his like buds too much, I guess.
Oh God.
Oh, have you been down this district before? Is there a carpenter over there?
I've been down this district. I have some rapport with the people here, so I think I might get some better information, but it's better to cast a wide net.
That makes perfect sense to me. And he is going to head off in the exact direction he pointed and ask around or look around for a carpenter.
Sure thing. We'll start with Reggie real quick. Going into the leatherworker's place, you see the same man you saw the other day. Looking a little haggard, a little like he hadn't gotten that much sleep. But he sees
my
you
good
come
man,
in.
how goes it?
Oh yeah, you're the guy who wanted the direwolf head stuffed.
Yes, indeed.
Well, gotta roll for him real quick. See how well he did. Let's use this dice. Okay. Okay. Let me go grab for you. I did the best I could with the time frame I was given. And
I'm sure it would look perfect.
reaching down behind the counter, he pulls up on sets on top. It's about the same size, a little thinner. You notice immediately that part of the lip on the wolf is gone, so it just has the teeth showing, and the other eye, one of the eyes, is like looking off in a different direction, and one of yours is like flopped down, the other one's sticking straight up.
It looks amazing.
Oh, really?
I mean, I know this is not your specialty,
No.
but honestly, the little defects and flaws just make it all that more meaningful.
Well, I'm glad you agree. So I think you paid me half up front.
I did indeed.
All right. He'll take the other half of the payment, which
I believe it was 5, and I paid 3 the first time.
so yeah, it'd be 2 then.
And you did a fantastic job, sir. If you need anything else from me, please do not hesitate to let me know.
Oh, same to you. Man, this is not my wheelhouse, like you said, but honestly, it was pretty fun trying something new like this. So if you get any more big monster heads and need them stuffed, yeah, bring them on by here. I'll give it my best shot again.
I'll be sure to keep you in mind.
Oh, thank you.
Before I go, sir, would you happen to know anything about provisioning a caravan for, say, a day or so?
For a day, not places you can go within a day with a caravan, but I mean, if you're looking to requisition a carriage of some kind or a caravan, like a small wagon, Broom's down in the edge of the market district. He usually has them stocked up there. Not that many because we're not that big a town. We have the train to run through, but he might have a few. He might have a few wagons in stock. Nothing crazy good, but you know it'll get you somewhere. As far as requesting for a day, that's something I'll take up with him. I'm not sure how long he rents his wagons out for.
Ah, you've been a massive help. Could you point me in the direction?
Oh, sure. He just like points out shots like you take the right there, and then when at the fork you head right again, and you just follow all the way down. It's on the left. You can't miss it.
How close is that to the direction I pointed for Leslie to go randomly?
Pretty close.
Oh,
I'll take it. I'll take it. Well, you have a fine day, sir.
You as well, sir. You as well. Enjoy that giant wolf head.
I'm sure my friend will enjoy it quite greatly.
And he nods and bids you adieu.
I'm gonna walk off towards where I pointed Leslie to go, but I'm gonna be like awkwardly holding the wolf head behind
Yeah.
my back, and it's like kind of sticking out because I'm not that big of a guy.
No, it's very obvious. You're holding something behind your back, and it's something weird. But we'll cut over to Lestaborns.
hello.
Hello. All right. So, give me a. Well, let me ask: how are you trying to find this carpenter / wagon store?
Not asking people, probably doing almost like a window shopping method, kind of stroll up to a place, see if it seems like a carpenter. I'm guessing it would be, since it's more of cart specific, I wouldn't be looking at anything like indoor, any like outdoor shops or stands or the like that seem to fit the bill.
Sure. We'll say for this, you gotta give me a perception or investigation check.
Well, they're both the same, so I guess investigation.
Sure.
Like rolls are getting too higher each time. 1, 3, 5. So now,
Hell yeah. Investigating around, you find yourself like stopping at these stores, and while nothing in there is like magical, it's always fun seeing how like people making stuff. There's a candle maker, there is metalworks, there's a blacksmith, the fires are going, the cleaning of steel, armor
That means I
smiths.
probably would get distracted a bunch. And
Yeah.
how does this work? Or like how it's made kind of thing.
Yeah, you're just watching these blacksmiths, the process for melting steel and reforging it, hammering it, molding it into shapes for weapons and armor, and you're just kind of transfixed, and you just forget for a moment, like, oh, right, I'm supposed to be finding a wagon place.
Funny enough, for Reggie's sake, then, I do not get very far. You can probably immediately spot me looking in like maybe 4 stores down.
Yeah.
Alright, then I walk up. Leslie, how goes the search?
The sir. Oh. How goes what happened to you? Looking at this large hump on this guy.
Well, I've accomplished 2 goals so far. I have found great intel about where we could requisition a wagon. Might not be as fancy as Miss Ori is hoping for, but we can make something work. And then I've picked up a little gift for a very close and personal friend.
Ah. Well, let's go find this cart then.
Lesty.
He'll turn on his heels.
Lesty.
Ah,
This friend is you.
friend is me.
And
is
I'm
a
going
large
to-
gift.
I'm going to take it out from behind my back. You killed this. It is yours now to keep.
Lustborns will actually go quiet for a moment. You can see like the little gears that are his eyes like turning and almost like they like lock in place as if he's almost like trying to squint to look at it for a moment, or his equivalent of it at the very least, before looking to him. I very much appreciate this gift.
He's thumping.
I have not often been one to receive gifts, so I apologize if I do not understand how to react. But I am very
you'll get
grateful for this.
You'll get very used to it, Lesty. It's a huntsman's code. Whoever gets the kill gets the prize.
Lustborns will like take it, and it's the head, right?
It's the head, yeah.
Yes.
Assuming he doesn't understand what to do with it, he's gonna try putting it on his head.
Lesty,
Yes,
not a hat.
not a hat. Okay.
We'll find
I
some
will
place
figure
to
this out.
display that in the future.
Oh, it is a display. Okay. Thank you.
But shall we go on to the wagon store?
Lustborns will look to him and give a nod. And the way he walks, he's always gonna have the head like pointed outwards, like he's holding it, like I guess like you would a heavy rock, you know, with both your hands right in front of your gut, and
Yeah.
he just has the head facing out as he walks.
Oh God.
Oh, this is gonna be a great time here. All right.
I want to lead us to the wagon store.
Sure thing. It's a bit of a walk, but eventually you find yourself like probably a 3-minute walk. You find yourself in front of a store, and there's a little hanging sign, and on it just says Broom's Wagon Emporium.
Well, this appears to be the place.
It does say wagon on it.
Perhaps it's best if I go in first, so we don't scare any of the shopkeepers.
Are you calling me scary?
Racist.
As he sits,
I
as he
look
holds the
back
wolf
down
head.
at the giant wolf head
You would actually like
attached to his
in
gut.
his misunderstanding, you would actually hear a little hurt in his voice.
Lesty, people get intimidated by strong and noble personalities like yourself.
You did not use the word intimidated. You called me scary.
You're carrying a giant wolf head, my man.
He would like slowly look down, slowly look back up. Thank
Whoops.
you for catching this. I did not consider that. You may enter first.
Who left these two alone?
Vegetable, my boy. We're
No,
unsupervised.
Nobody
The
left
big
him
one's
alone.
watching the
Lester
little
Lawrence is in
one.
charge. Yeah, he's making sure that things. He's
Oh,
just very convinced.
yeah.
Invincible. I wouldn't say gullible though.
I would.
You know what? He's like the cop in W.
Yeah.
He's not gullible. What is he? He's not gullible. He's trusting or something.
He's not fooled. He's gullible or something like that. Yeah.
That was it. He's not fooled. He's just gullible.
Oh man. Alright. Reggie, as you walk in, you see behind the counter, there's a large half giant man. Basically, what they called Goliath. There is a large Goliath man. No bald on top, a little bit of scarring underneath like the left eye, and has a bushy beard. And he looks at you across the counter. And is like, "Ah, welcome. How can I help you?"
Good morning, good sir. We were here to inquire about requisitioning a wagon for a day.
A day? Not far you can go with just a day's travel with a wagon.
I don't imagine we'll be going very far.
strange, but okay. Usually I charge by the weekly. Let me see here. Usually a week's worth of time is about 10 gold pieces for a wagon. But
Would you settle for around, let's say, a gold for a day and, well, let's work this out. A gold for a day, does that sound fair to you?
a little under, but let's say gold per day, you feed the horses.
Lestiborns walks in with the large head.
Feed the horses, and if you return a good... What the fuck? Can I help you,
Don't worry about
sir?
him. Don't worry about him. Focus on me.
Is he with you?
Yes, that
is-
is my good friend.
That
I
is a...
apologize. I was told to enter second. He did not tell me how long to wait. I assumed it would be okay. Should I step back outside?
No,
You're
you're
fine.
You're fine. Just gave me a bit of a fry with holding the giant fucking wolf head. But,
See, this is why
Ah.
I'm confident we won't have any damages. You see that giant wolf?
hard
He
to
killed it
miss.
single-handedly.
I have two hands. I'm sorry. This may not have been the time for a joke.
You know what? Both of you roll me a persuasion check.
23.
6.
Less words. You can feel the joke didn't land, but Reggie, your showmanship, and this probably comes from you, showing off, or at the very least telling the stories of your hunts to other people in like lodges and all that. It comes across as very noble, very true, and he's like, I mean, if you could handle a giant wolf, then imagine you wouldn't have much trouble out on the road. Just be careful. Obviously, I have to charge for any kind of damage that comes to the wagon upon return, but 1 gold a day. So if you need it for a day, 1 gold's all I need. And obviously,
That sounds like we have ourselves a deal.
he'll bring out a piece of paper that just notates that you are taking material off of him. 1 wagon, 2 horses, and just like if you assign at the bottom, just ensure that if anything happens, that you are held responsible.
Before you sign, Reggie, question. And he's gonna actually turn around so the guy doesn't see the wolf head while he continues to talk. We were thinking about needing to make it look appealing for our travels, almost in a Sorry, this is me out of character, not
Yeah.
being able to pronounce the word. Celebratory?
Celebratory? Yeah.
Yeah, celebratory float manner.
Oh,
Would it be okay if we painted it, or would you prefer we just stick with...
you're
paper
looking
used
for fancy over function then.
Correct.
Exactly.
I do have a slightly fancier, comfier wagon I hold for special occasions. It's not being reserved by anyone at the moment, so you can rent out, but that one's gonna be 2 gold per day.
Lestiborns will turn back around, the wolf head pointing again. I can help. I will pay this extra gold if need be.
Hold on a second, Lesty. Let's do some thinking here. It's not being reserved at the moment. And how often would you say someone actually uses this float?
We usually bring around for festivities, someone's birthday every now and then, but usually get it used out once or twice a month.
See, that's not very common.
It's not,
But
but
if we
it's very nice.
take this during the downtime we have right now, then I see it as doing you a favor, because we've already established we'll be feeding the horses for you. We'll get this out of your hands for the time being, so you don't have to do a day of management.
He haggling.
Thanks for a moment. Because you're feeding the horses, 1 gold, 5 silver, not a coin lower.
I think we have ourselves a deal, and I'm going to reach out my hand for a handshake.
He will take the handshake. They also point to the paper that says you're taking the fancy thing. It's
Sign
like,
it.
I'm still gonna need you to sign this for liability reasons.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't dare not sign it. And I sign it like I'm signing an autograph.
He looks at it, it's like, the fuck does that say?
It's legally binding, trust me.
Make a Well, let me ask. You probably signed a few documents in your time as Reggie.
I signed every piece of paper like it's an autograph.
Doesn't read it, just gets handed it.
He has been divorced several times.
And married 10.
I've also been married
enslaved
several
twice.
times.
Married 10.
All right. Okay. He takes his like, oh, you know, I know your face. So he puts the paper below and he like nods to the side like, come on back and I'll show you the fancy one.
All right, Westy, let's go.
Westerborns would give a nod. As they are leaving, he will set 5 silver on a counter. It doesn't have to be the one at the front, but he'd want to do it in a way that Reginald doesn't pick up on it.
Sure.
To make up for like the haggled price in his head, he's like, but he was nice to us. And he will follow Reggie out.
Yeah, exit through a side door, and out back you see there's like a number of wagons, very basic ones. He goes to this like kind of large shed, and he unchains it and opens it up, and inside you see a very nice like dark wood with like curtains that hang from the windows. They're like plush and purple. Inside is like you see it's covered with like not like it's covered and all that to prevent like dust getting into it, and like pulling out it's plush red velvet on the inside. You can see about 5 or 6 people in there. There's stuff on the back to like hold luggage. This here's what I call the fancy one. Plush interior, easy wheels. It's a very smooth ride. Not good for long distance and trudging through dangerous terrain, but if you're going from A to B and it's on a city street, she'll get you there.
This
I
looks
appreciate all your help.
perfect.
All right, let me get the horses for you.
Or he's gonna walk away with her ass bruised.
He runs off for a moment, comes back with holding 2 horses, not holding 2 horses, but like pulling 2 horses with them. This is Patricia and Joe Bob. They'll be your horses for the day.
Hello, Patricia. Hello, Joe Bob.
And he will say about them getting saddled, not saddled, but reined in, locked into the system, and then pull the cart out. All right. I'm assuming one of you knows how to drive a cart.
We'll drive
What's the
slow
words
until
looks
we
to
figure
Reggie?
it out.
He just kind of gives a slow nod, like, you rent it, you got it, I guess. Who wants to try their hand at driving the cart?
I'll try.
Westerborns has always been bad with animals, so he will sit in the back and I guess cheer Reggie on.
Leslie, it is probably best you sit in the back. You do draw a bit of an attention. I know you're not prone to it when you're carrying that dire wolf head.
As Reggie says this, Lestaborns will turn to look at him, thus turning the head so the horses see it.
Oh god.
Give me a... What would this be?
Animal handling.
I guess it would be animal handling with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Please let me a natural one. Oh, let's go so.
Thanks, Chris.
Reggie, are you already on the cart with the horse reins, or are you staying by?
Oh, I'm on the cart already.
All right. Let's see here. You see the horses, they rear up a little bit and they kind of back away, like they're trying to pull away, but the cart's kind of stopping their movement. They get a little jostled, but they are eventually able to calm down when they realize it's not actually coming to eat them. But for a brief
It's
moment,
probably best we keep those out of sight.
I apologize, Reggie. I'm just very excited about this gift. And he's gonna go walk into the back cart.
oh good lord.
But he's probably very careful with the head. Like, he sets it in first, makes sure it's secure, and then hops in.
Sure. You're able to. I imagine you're able to set it on the back end. It's kind of like where the luggage is supposed to go. And you're able to, are you going to climb
That's
up?
about where I put it.
Yeah. Would you want to climb beside Reggie on the front end, or do you want to get into like the plush interior?
He'd probably sit next to Reggie, get a good view of everything.
Sure. Okay, Reggie. Give me an animal handling check to see how well you guide these horses.
Can I get
You
the
should
help
like my nat
action?
20.
Uh,
No, I am not helping. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
He's always been bad with animals.
The
Oh,
6?
no.
6. No, remember these are trained animals, so nothing's gonna go horrifically wrong. But as you kind of like you're used to like whipping and all that, and like yeah, and they kind of move a little bit, and then they kind of go off to the side. It's kind of all over the place. There's not really like a direct line they travel. It feels gonna take you a while to get used to driving this thing.
Well, thankfully, I only need to drive it to the guild, and then it's not my problem anymore.
Where are we at on this map, by the way? Out of curiosity?
You're basically kind of a bit below here.
Okay. It is at least just a straight line.
It's
down
literally a
that
straight
way.
line, but you know. Yeah.
Leslie, if you would do me a favor and please try to warn nearby passerbys that I do not know what I'm doing.
Reggie will hop out of the cart and make sure to walk ahead. If there's anybody in the street, he's going to point to
Is
the
he
cart.
still carrying the wolf head?
No, it's in the
No,
back
the
of
wolf head
the...
is in the back, thankfully. And he will tell people,
One day they're
"Please
heroes, another
be
day they're
wary of this.
fucking menaces of the streets.
I'm trying to keep the streets safe.
Justice.
Yeah.
This symbol.
What this wolf is a symbol. So as Reggie's kind of guiding the horses in the car like up the street, almost bumping some stalls, to like jostling a little bit, knocking some produce off the stands, but never quite breaking anything. Just becoming a bit more of a public hazard because they're moving so slowly. It's easy to avoid. Most people are able to avoid his line of traffic, and definitely with Lusty at the front, kind of like watch out, people. This is a maniac behind the wheel kind of deal. You're able to safely get the cart up to the Wayfarers Guild.
All right, I guess we better go ahead and get Aurelia. I feel like it's better if we set off sooner rather than later because this is only ours for the day.
Yes, we can wait outside the inn for the wait time. About how close would it feel we've been out? Because I wouldn't know the exact time, but
With the walking around
like,
all
are
that,
we running late?
no, you're probably like got 30 minutes.
Yeah. So then we just head back to the inn and wait, or at least Westerborn's does.
I feel it better if we just go ahead and get her now.
I do not think that is the option. We all.
I hop
need to
off
move back
the
here.
carriage, kind of tie up the horses at a post, and I'm gonna walk into the guild.
Goodbye.
Real quick, we're flashing back to Aurelia because Bib told me that he wanted to do something with Aurelia. So what's going on with you, man?
I'm not at the Wayfarers Guild anymore.
Oh.
So
Good.
I waited maybe about 20 minutes of trying to think up a name or some shit, and then got tired and had a new idea come to mind. And I left, and I would like, or I won't leave without asking. I will ask the front desk, does this place have a library or place of history about the town?
There is a small reading area. Sorry. Let's see. Would it have a...
Or a bookstore?
Yeah, most of the books here would probably be more of general knowledge and all that. There is a bookstore that's down the road. They do direct you down here.
Okay. I will head that way.
Sure thing. So you head down to the bookstore and enter, and it's very old school. There's like three walls that are filled to the brim with books. There's a few like center aisles that have like a little like spinning island of books set aside. And you see behind the counter at the far end there is a woman with blue skin, kind of tealish almost, and her hair is kind of like wavy and like pulled up into a bun. And she's kind of like sitting there like on a stool, just like flipping through a book. And she hears like the door open, like, "Oh, welcome. Welcome to Anita's Emporium. How can I help you?"
Hello there. Um, I've not been in town for terribly long, but it is quite the quaint place. It seems like rich in history. I was wondering if you had any books about the history of this little hovel.
Oh, let's see here. She flips like the little book on her table. Let's see. Wall 2, shelf 3. Yes. She gets up and moves to like the wall on the right hand side, and she kind of scans up and down. Like, here. Pulls out a small tome, probably like inch or two thick. No, like inch or two, probably 2 inches thick. And hands to you. She's like, this is the summarized history of Knotsmead. We're not like a big town or anything, but we've been around for a while, and obviously we are on the trade route from up and down the coast here on the Calamity. So there's a small amount of history here.
Thank you very much. I will peruse it a bit. Just like to learn where I'm staying is all.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh,
Are you interested in
and
any
I will-
other materials? Far off lands, maybe a small fiction or two.
No, no. Merely looking for some things with the town. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
If anything comes to mind, though, I'll be sure to come get you.
Thank you.
I will find me a seat, and I want to peruse. I'm specifically looking for one, anything related to potential cult of, I believe you called him Fifero,
Oh, FIFA.
or was it
No,
Ogtol?
Ogtul is the necromancer. FIFA is the god.
All right, all right. I'm looking for anything involving either of those two, but also, when the town, like, kind of maybe to see if there's a history of township. I'm basically just trying to investigate if there's anything real sketch that was happening at some point in the history of this town that could link back to like some cultist or some strange magic that was abound in the town at some point before our current very timid magistrate took over.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. That is going to be normal. Oh, wait. I have an A in that, so I get advantage.
Is the advantage based off something?
Yes. Hold on.
Sure.
Oh, no. It's if I'm looking for, like, fiends and stuff, so I guess take that first one, the 21.
Yeah, it's still good though. With the 21, kind of skimming through, talks about the founding, probably like some 100 years after their Economax, first settlements, frontier life, dealing with invasive species.
I want to say I spend probably like an hour. Like, I'll
Yeah.
read the whole thing if I have to. Or at least a good chunk of it.
Let's see here. I would say there's no mention of Octul. That much you can tell. There's nothing like a death cult or anything like that sort here.
Okay.
As far as strange occurrences, according to this book is maybe a little outdated, but it's probably like most recent events were probably about 10, 15 years ago. The last recorded like event talked about strange lights in the forest and the sound of strings and drums, and people disappearing late at night. But eventually they suddenly just stopped one day.
I see.
That's probably that was probably about 20, 30 years ago.
20 and 30 years ago. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, nothing recent as far as this book is concerned.
Okay. And nothing. And oh wait, yeah, you said it was like over 10 years ago. Okay. All right. I put the book back. I will thank the woman for showing it to me. And I will finally head back after what's probably been about an hour and a half to the Wayfarers Guild.
Sure thing. Leaving, walking back up, you do see pulling up in a pretty nice looking carriage, Lestiborn's and Reginald.
I walk up. Oh, we pulled out. We decided to find something closer to my standing. Perfect for the plan. Thank you. And I'm going to hop up into the cart and kind of give it a pat down, feel how comfy the seats are.
There's
make
a
sure
large
I,
wolf's head in there.
I,
It's not a that's me out of character. But I should clarify.
I get inside and then you immediately hear me like, I'm like, ooh, tapestry's great at the seat. And did you just hear me like screech? Like, and I just, I like lift up my foot and I like try to kick this fucking wolf head out of the cart.
I'm out of the cart. I can't see it happening.
At this point, I am also currently in the Wayfarers Guild looking around for Ori right now.
Oh, speaking of which, Aurelia, I have not seen Seville yet, and Reggie went off looking for you, even though you had said we should meet here.
I just look down at like the head I've kicked out of the wagon that's in the ground now.
The side with the revealed teeth has now some broken fangs.
Oh,
What?
that's gonna hurt.
I'll meander.
That's gonna
over.
hurt when I see it. Lestborn is gonna be so hurt.
What? Why do we have this? Did this come with it? This is a gaudy decoration. And I pick it up and I show it to Lestiborn.
Oh no, you broke it.
Hey, bro,
He's gonna
what?
reach forward
This is-
and like try to take it from her.
I let him have it, but I'm very confused.
This was a gift from Reggie.
Yeah, it's at this moment you realize that is the giant wolf head of the giant wolf you fought the other day.
Oh. It looks a little different than the last time I remember seeing it.
Lestborn's head turns it around so he can have a look at it.
It does look a lot
I guess
different.
it is more fitting of our party now. He like twiddles one of the teeth, one of the broken teeth.
The rest of the teeth just falls out.
Oh. Reggie went to the Wayfarers Guild if you wanted to bring him back, by the way.
I see. I'm terribly sorry, Lesty. I'll go in and get Reginald. And I will walk in feeling terribly. And then as I step through into like the foyer, I'm just going to like bark out Reginald's name really loud.
Ha! Miss Aurelia,
It's
where
like
are
a
you?
jump scare.
Ah, front door.
I'll be there in 1 second. And I'm gonna stand up. I was like sitting at a table trying to flirt with the girl who was not paying attention and not giving me the time of day.
I thought we were supposed to make characters that weren't like our race.
Miss Ori, it's I went to come and find you, but I appear to have missed you.
I wasn't here. I decided to go looking for books. Anyways, quite the good
So-
cart.
But before you say anything about the cart, I want to warn you ahead of time. There is a wolf's head in the back of the cart. It's a gift
I've
for Leslie.
already kicked it and damaged it, I'm afraid. I was not warned of the wolf before it scared the shit out of me.
Oh no.
When I
Leslie's
out of
gonna be
curiosity,
heartbroken.
is the wolf head still in there?
No, I'm holding it
Mr.
at this
Bourne has
point.
it. He's standing outside with it.
Okay, I walk up and I start inspecting the cart.
Either way, yes, he's very downtrodden about the whole thing, but you know, it already looked like it was kind of a shoddy job putting it together anyway, so it matches. Either
It
way,
has character.
yes, like our group, Lester Bourne said. Either way, I do approve of the cart. Quite well furnished. Love the seats. I did mean to ask. I assume one of you all is driving it.
I suppose Seville would be the best bet for that. What looks more vulnerable than a frail old man?
Right, good. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't about to be me.
I'm
All
still
right, come along,
outside.
and I'll come along, and I just kind of like turn.
Before you go, Miss Bloodstone, there is one thing I need to discuss beforehand.
Yes.
I managed to get a good deal on the cart, but as a fact of that, we have to feed the horses ourselves, so perhaps getting some horse feed from the... I suppose the guild shop may have something. Might be a good idea.
Well, I'm already headed out, so why don't you go find some? I will turn, and as I turn, I will take my tail and like flick it up so that like the tip of it like flicks him in the nose, and then I'm gonna walk out.
I'll get flicked.
Right, Reggie stands stunned for a second, and then turns around and goes to the shop inside the guild.
Sure. Let's see.
I
What is
love
awesome?
bullying the shit out of him.
Let's see. All right. For 1 day, feed amount, and because it's 2 of them, it will cost you 1 silver piece.
All right, I pay 1 silver piece, and then I go back out.
Okay. So you have like 2 bags of like feed meal and all that. They're solid pieces. And you kind of toss them into the back seat of the not back seat, the back trunk area of the carriage. All right. Do you guys want to do anything else in town before you set out on your fun little adventure to entice some bandits?
Before we leave, it might be a good idea to get some of Ori's luggage that looks particularly flashy and put it in the window compartments where bandits may see it, so they know there's something on the wagon as well.
I will do so, but give me a moment. I will unpack it. I'd rather not actually risk any of the contents being stolen. So I'll go back to the inn. I will unpack my suitcase, and then store everything in like a chest or something. I think you told us there was like a small chest in the room.
Yep.
Well, I'll store everything so that the suitcase is empty, and then I will drag it out with its little wheels and all.
As you leave the room, you will actually bump almost face first into Lestaborns, who's holding the wolf head, and he would look to her. I do apologize for asking this. I do not wish to leave this in the cart. Can I leave it in your room for the time being?
Sure.
Thank you. And he goes and just sets it on the floor. The head's like pointed towards the bed too, like, so it's just creepy enough before he leaves.
As I kind of like stand there stunned, I'm just like standing there, like, you know, like the handle's like extended, so I'm just like leaning up on the handle of like my suitcase. I watch him like walk by. I look back at the wolf, and then I like walk up to it, pick it up, turn its head so it's not facing my back. and then I walk out, lock the door, and then I'll come down with my suitcase.
I can't wait till we get back to the room and the head is facing the bed again somehow.
Oh my fucking god, that's bad. I will head outside, load my now very empty suitcase, and sit down and just like pull out from like my pocket like a nail file or something and just sit there. All right, I'm ready for my procession.
Seville, you'll be driving the horses. I found out earlier I am not good at this.
I just take one more good look at the cart.
No. You are full of surprises. I expected far less, to be perfectly honest with you.
We
job,
were shooting
Lesty.
for far less, actually. So I do appreciate the valor given.
I'll take that
However-
as a compliment as well, and then I'm gonna go into the back and see if I can fit inside Aurelia's luggage.
Excuse you, what are you doing?
He's stretching it out.
hiding. And I'm gonna like keep tucking down, trying to roll inside.
It's definitely not big enough for him to fit.
No.
All right, hold on a moment.
Yes.
Your plan is to just follow behind the car.
Well, if they take the luggage and don't disturb anything else, I want to know where they're going.
You're a tracker.
Yeah.
Safe distance and track the goddamn car.
You are a tracker, Reggie. I will have to give her
The
that.
best way to track something is to have someone else do it for you.
Hey, get out! This is my space. Get out! Out. And I just start like shooting him. I start doing like these prissy little like choo, like with my fingers. You and Lesterborn can walk a relatively safe distance. There's woods. The whole town is surrounded by trees. You would be
Westerborn's
fine.
foot is in one of your bags.
What?
Westerborn's foot is in one of your bags.
Let's see. And I just like, I will pull that foot off and slap you with it.
Oh, I
I'm just-
apologize.
I'm
I was
just sitting
thinking I
here
could
watching
fit.
this happen.
I suppose I probably should have discussed that part of the plan beforehand.
Yeah, I am currently, as they
Who
say,
did you
winging
discuss it with? Your reflection?
Oh, I just assumed that you all would all be okay with this and be like, "Wow, Reggie, you're such a smart guy."
Reggie, you are a smart guy.
You've known Aurelia
you,
for more
Leslie.
than 5 minutes. That is not a good leap in logic.
Well, to be honest, I was hoping that she wouldn't immediately hop in with her luggage, and I could sneak in when she wasn't paying attention.
I'm sure that would go over even better.
What was
I
the plan for
grace-
me then?
I graced you with the mere touch of my skin moments ago. You should be thankful enough and you would be willing to follow my lead. Now, get out, walk on your little feet, and track the car.
Westerborn's will look to Reggie. You touched her skin?
With my tail! And I like flip my tail around my waist and like grab the end of it and like waggle the tip in front of fucking Lesterborn's face.
It was not consensual. I feel very violated.
You should be honored.
But I
Westerborn's will hop from the
suppose
cart.
the Locomotivators, and I'm going to say that name slowly and looking directly at Ori, should be on our way then.
I'm just angry as shit.
You.
My face is as scrunched up as the fucking dude with the bell from Breaking Bad.
Yo.
Okay.
All right,
Last chance to look at
on
me.
we go, Locomotivators.
Oh my god.
Are they walking or are they sitting in the cart with me?
We're walking far
walking.
behind.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll anything to drive this fucking?
Roll me an animal handling check.
Okay.
Are any of us good in that?
I mean, I actually have a plus
I have a
one
plus
in it,
3.
but
Oh,
yeah,
thank Christ.
I unfortunately will always force a disadvantage on that.
Because you probably have more experience handling horses like this, and these are very well trained horses. You're able to kind of get them under control and very easily glide this cart out of the city or out of the town, I should say.
I just, as we're walking along, I like look back behind me to kind of see like the direction that they're going to be going. And then I just start looking around. No complimentary drinks. I should have brought some wine.
You will find my trail mix in there.
I see his trail mix.
Let me get rid of one of my rations real quick. Found a 9. There we go.
Checks mix.
It'll do. And then I will decide to lean my head out the window to make sure that my beauty is being pronounced to the public and anybody that does come by looking at the cart, and I will just act as though I am enjoying the scenery.
Immediately gets hit by like a tree branch or something.
All right. Roll me a really give me a performance check. You're trying to kind of like show yourself off a little bit. Let's say it's a performance.
Nat one.
20.
No.
20.
You thought I'd been that one.
I hoped you would nat one.
I hope
didn't
you
think
did.
you would. I hoped you would.
So really, as you kind of like open the window and kind of pull apart the curtains to get like fresh air and kind of get your splay on,
Yes.
very easily the people of this town kind of stop and gawk a bit. They're like, "That I've never seen this person around. They're in the fancy one. That's crazy."
I will blow a random peasant a kiss.
They start like he starts looking at the other guys around like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." You know, you feel like you're putting on the air of someone of nobility, of someone of importance, and you think it's coming across very well.
Please, as if I have to try.
All right.
I will take Lesty, and we'll be traveling in the wood line, attempting to be as stealthy as possible.
Do I have any stealth spells? I don't think I do. No, I do not have Path Without a Trace.
And because forest is my favorite terrain, we don't get slowed down by anything on it.
True. So you can move at pace with the cart. Of course, that'd be at a. How fast can our cart go?
Well, I imagine we probably are at least going at a not a brisk, but a slow pace.
Yeah.
That the idea that they
More like
can't
a
keep up.
trotting speed.
Yeah, I thought carts move faster than people.
Let's see. Slow pace for a cart is. Oh, wait, how far is cart? 2-3 miles an hour.
Wow, we're zooming.
Yeah,
We're
I
in,
would,
like,
I would
6
say
hours.
with a see 2 miles. So that means like if you spend it's probably about like 11 o'clock midday. So if you wanted to make a loop, like if you're like expecting to go out far enough to attract attention and come back, so you want to be back probably before. Let me ask, how long do you guys want to be out there and then come back?
As long as it takes.
It's dark, yeah. Like I
Dark
would
side?
at least push as well for as long as it takes.
Okay. So let's see. You can travel. Let's see, 2 miles per hour. Let's say 2 miles per hour because you have to maintain. Yeah. So 2 miles per hour. So let's see. This is what 12 hours. If you want to make it a loop, then you can travel about 10, 12 miles out.
And what was the distance on the bandits?
What was this on the bands? Let me double check and see if
I
that's.
thought they were pretty close out of town, which is why I was pressing, but I don't remember if they ever said how close.
Let's see. To here in Tiershove. Let's see, the thing doesn't have. Let me double check my stuff real quick. Give me 1 moment here. Ooh,
Triple check that stuff.
shush.
Good.
I thought I remembered it being just a couple miles out. I don't think we got a specific number, but
A few miles. Yeah, we'll say with a few miles. Probably within like, basically like I feel like traveling 10 or 12 miles out would probably be right about where you need to be.
all right.
Okay. You start heading out. Let's see here. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, I need the map. The map. Is that the right map? Oh. No, I can't use that. That's right. Not yet, at least. All right. No, it's fine. All right. So, all right. Here's what we're gonna do for traveling. We'll say during this time frame, we'll roll 2 things here. Because you're sticking to the main road, don't have to worry about any kind of like actual navigation, which is good. But I will need 2 of you to roll me a d20 each.
Just one cart, one not cart.
Someone other than me, please.
Okay. I guess.
Ibdrex.
Trusted.
Dang it. You beat me to it.
Okay.
See, that would have been a 1 if I did it.
All right. Well, there's my first 20.
What if we want a
you're still
one?
keeping a tally.
Okay, so first half of your journey, traveling out. You travel along the forest edge line, and all that. It kind of cuts to like a plains-ish area, but there's still enough like tree brush and all that to kind of keep cover. Traveling down, it's pretty sunny day, a little overcast, but nothing crazy. As it gets closer to evening, as the dust kind of settles in, it gets a little orange in the sky. Darkens down a little bit, and you reach the point which you're about 9 miles out, 8-9 miles out. I'll have one from each area, one from the cart and one from the forest line. Give me a perception check.
I've got real good perception.
It's
But I bet
between.
you do too.
Yeah, I do too. I
I
can do it.
believe I get advantage on it in favor terrain.
Yeah, you
Oh.
would. Yeah, because you're in the forest and all that, you're more useless. So yeah, you would have advantage on this, Reggie.
You do it.
And either Seville or Aurelia give me a perception check. I imagine Seville would because he's the
Okay.
one on the cart driving it.
That was still not good. That was a 4 and a 3.
Damn.
Oh, you only have a +1 though. You stupid. Get better perception.
Yeah, 18.
18.
Yep.
See, Reggie, maybe because there's a lot more grasslands around here than forests, it's kind of throwing you off a little bit. You think you're in a safe spot, you think you see some, but it's just a small hare moving about in the grassy plains. You keep kind of getting distracted, but Seville, sitting on the cart here, kind of keeping an eye out. You're looking for anything that kind of seems weird. Look around. Doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. You don't see like struggle on the sidelines. You don't see anything overhead. It's just a very nice evening out here on the road.
I kind of like lean up and peek my head through the window so I can talk to Seville. Starting to worry about our little plan.
What aspect of it?
I mean, I would have thought somebody would have been enticed by now. It's practically evening.
If the reports are to be believed, you're correct. Seems odd that we've traveled so far without any interruption.
Yes, I like kind of peek around just to see if I can't even get a glance of where Reginald and Lestaborn might be.
That's a good question.
Yeah, we're kind of far behind. We're to either side of the path, I think Rex said.
Okay.
Kind of staying away from the path though, so like it's not easily seen.
We do only have basically today to find them, and we'll have to leave in the morning, so perhaps a bust? But you've been doing a wonderful job driving the car. This has been quite the little pleasure cruise.
Oh, why thank you. And yes, it might be a better use of our time at this point to see if we can gather up any more leads on the manor.
Yes. Maybe we should begin to make our way back.
I turn the cart and start heading back.
Sure thing. As you'll kind of turn the cart around, start heading back. You probably like 2 miles going back, and it's become nighttime now. It's like the sun's below the horizon. The stars come out, and let's see, would it be? Oh, it would be, yeah. Reggie and Lusty walking through the woods on the side of the road. You're making sure to keep an eye on the car just in case. Let's see, what is... Can you guys tell me what your passive perceptions are?
My passive perception is 11. I don't know if my favorite terrain will affect that, but it does say you remain alert to danger even when you're engaged in another activity.
Okay.
And I'm 13.
13? Okay. There is silent as you guys walk through the woods. Again, close to the road, but far enough to have cover. And then, Reggie, for a slight moment, you just feel like there are eyes on you. Not like in a predatory way, but definitely just in that weird way of like, I'm not alone here. And then you know Leslie's there, but this is strange. And then you hear it, Reggie. Van Buren? What are you doing out here?
Please be an illusion. Please be an illusion. I turn around.
You see tall, kind of like a structured, like a chiseled chin, coiffed, dark hair, very much dressed kind of similar to you, hunting gear and carrying a long rifle.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Reggie Van Buren! Oh, it's crazy. You're out here, man.
I hold up a hand, like with a finger up to like, shh.
Oh, sorry. What are you hunting out here, man?
Well, if you must know, we're on the prowl for bandits.
Oh, wow, bandits. Are they in the carriage you're following?
Well, the idea
Oh God.
sounded
fucking
good in
damn
my
it.
head, but basically we have one of our esteemed noblewomen as as bait.
Bait. Well, pretty bold choice, but you know, if you make some nice bait, you get a nice meal. You get a nice hunt. Bandits, huh? Well, I'm out here for some manticores. So, but hey, you know, have fun hunting bandits. Hey, I'll see you at the lodge, okay? Hey, are you headed?
There are
already headed?
manticores out here?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's like one, but you know. But hey, oh, I'm keeping a disconnect sound.
I mean, you're fine for me.
Okay.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, I
hearing
think it might. I
anything.
think it might be my external hard drive. Let me just one moment here. While I just unplug it.
Oh, I thought you meant like a
Oh,
Discord.
yeah,
thing.
like
no, not
Discord.
Discord. No,
No.
like computer disc, like a doo doo doo. Is it?
Hopefully the
Oh.
recording's alright.
Yeah. I was in Tears Trove, and they had a thing. They had a posting about a manticore out here. I thought, you know, hey, might as well kill a manticore. So I came out here. But yeah, have fun. Hunting bandits, man. You know, hey, good luck. Oh, hi there, Engelbert Dofferin.
It's just me on this side here, Engelbert.
Oh,
But
Yeah, I'm
I
on
thought-
the other side.
sorry, I didn't hear you say that on the other side. My bad. He
No,
wouldn't
you're
say
good,
that.
you're
He's
good.
like, all right, well, I'll see you later, man.
Engelbert, if you need anything at all, we're staying. What's the town's name?
Knotsmead.
We're staying up in Knotspeed. You should come with us. You know, have a drink, relive the old times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to have to head in anyway, so probably be out here for another 2 hours. And Knotsmead, it's nearby. Yeah, better than making camp out here again. I'll tell you what. All right. Oh, have fun hunting bandits, man. I'll see you later.
If you see any bandits, fire off a shot. I'll know to come and help.
You got it, man. And he just kind of walks back off into the woods.
Fuck.
I wish I
Really
would have
is
been
gonna
shot
have
by
a stroke?
bandit.
And what was that?
I wish I would have been shot by a bandit. I mutter to myself as I keep going forward, like under my breath.
All right. You guys start making your way back, and eventually you make it back to town. No issues. I keep getting a ding. What is going on? What is connecting, disconnecting? This is gonna piss me the fuck off.
It's me.
Don't do that, Nikki.
Lestaborns will look up to the. I assume like we all congregated. Lestaborns will look up to the cart team and Reggie.
Well,
We may not have
Alright.
found the bandits, but I did discover a great evil lurking in the woods.
okay. Phew. What?
Hopefully, it does not follow us back, but I did tell it our location.
I assume that means it will follow us.
There was a
back.
great evil, and you told it where we were staying, with the hopes
Perhaps
it
the
would...
most sick and twisted man I've ever met.
Who are you talking about?
Let's hope you never have to find out, Ori.
Who are you
I'm
talking
gonna
about?
walk away.
Just to clarify, no,
I-
come back here. Just to clarify, there's someone that you find to be insufferable.
I believe the word I used was evil.
Uh-huh.
I hop out of the cart. I walk up and I just get in his face again. Who is evil that you sent after us?
I dare not speak his name, for he may show up.
If we're going to be a team, I'd prefer to trust you. Can you please let me know what in the hell you're talking about?
I'm gonna do a scope and see if I see him in the wood line or anything.
Give a perception check. Give me a second here. I'm trying to fix something here.
14.
14. Yeah. You look around and you don't see anybody around. You don't see Engelbert.
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 And
There's vitriol in his voice when he's saying the name.
Do I recognize that name?
Engelbert by
What's up?
itself? Probably not. Oh, what the fuck?
Is he from Crown's Guard? Or did you
I've-
meet him somewhere else?
I've met Engelbert several times. We've had our lives quite intertwined, but I have made it my goal to learn as little about his upbringing as possible. For whatever foul beast and foul drama has created that man, I want no part of.
Okay. So we should be on the lookout for somebody foul and evil who's potentially going to come to our location. Because this man who finds him, we won't use the word insufferable, evil, told him where we're staying.
Indeed, I did. Oh, shall we go to the bar?
I just turn and look back and see if Seville and
I have an exasperated smile on my face. I don't know. I'm in
Lestaborns
the
is
same
recording the
boat.
conversation in his journal.
Lefty knows where to take the horses back to. I'm going to go drink myself silly.
Before we part, should I put in a deposit for another day of this cart, or should we try a new plan tomorrow?
Do what you will, and I walk away.
As a reminder, the train will likely be repaired by tomorrow.
Then I shall
Though-
just return the cart.
We may return the cart, however, tomorrow morning it would be prudent, well, after we check out the manor one more time, of course, but it would be prudent if we inspected with the train station, figured out exactly when they expect it to be done.
That is not a bad idea.
Okay, well, since Reginald is now apparently going to go drink himself away from the evil spawn that is Engelberg, or whatever his fucking name is. Leslie, if you don't mind being a darling, please return the cart and the horses. Thank the man. It was a quite comfy ride. Seville, should we go now, with it being as late as it is, and at least go see if there's any more glowing and howling about the manor?
Absolutely.
I might have to turn the stream off early. I think my cooling system on my PC is not working anymore.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh,
Okay.
Do you have
yeah.
a thing that can track the heat?
That's
Uh,
a problem.
Yeah, give me a moment here, because, because it's extremely hot on top, and it feels like it's...
Well, it will always be really hot on top to the
That's-
touch.
no, this
to
is,
human
hot.
touch.
No, this
We
is,
could take a
oh.
break if you wanted to restart your PC and see if anything changes.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming for a moment, and I'll come back, hopefully, if things are okay. Give me just I'm so sorry, guys. I just don't know.
No,
what's
you're
going on
good.
with it.
Goodbye, viewers. This is the end of Crisscross. It
If
was
my
nice
computer
fun.
dies, this will be the end for sure.
Rest in peace.
Bye.
Goodbye.
No, not Chrysler's List.
Oh no.